Turn off the phone and start your DVR. It's the Shooting USA 1 hour special from Las Vegas. It's the SHOT Show with 50,000 dealers prowling the aisles to see the new guns and gear. And you're with us to see what's hot.
This is Shooting USA, reporting the stories of America's shooting sports.
Welcome to the Sands Convention Center in Las Vegas and the big event in the shooting industry, the Shooting, Hunting, Outdoor Trade Show, the SHOT Show. This is the 20th time we have been to a SHOT Show, but the industry just keeps on inventing new products and new ideas. So stand by as John, Mike Irvine, and I find the news for 2013.
New from Smith & Wesson in the M&P line is the Core. That's competition optics ready line of Pro Series M&Ps. They start, like I said, with the Pro Series, so that means it's already got the slicked up trigger. They've enhanced the checkering on the back strap for better grip, but what you're really gonna like is the ability to mount a red dot optic right on the slide. And this is a process, if you think back a couple of years, that I underwent with a 1911, mounting a red dot there. Very tedious, time-consuming, machine-heavy. Well, Smith & Wesson's offering them straight from the factory. Also, high-rise sights so you can co-witness through the red dot optic. Jerry MICULEK's already got one. He's taking it into the 3-gun arena in the open division, and adaptive athlete Trevor Baucom's going to be shooting one in Steel Challenge.
So let me pose a question and an answer to you. What kind of firearm does the man Les BAER himself carry? The answer? The Les BAER Stinger, a 1911 compact size, here's the hook, and 38 Super, because 9mm is not enough for Les. This 1911 compact built to the same specifications as all Les 1911s, so you better be a man to rack this slide, because this gun is tight and this gun is accurate. This gun is yours for a little less than 2,500 bucks.
Guys at BLACKHAWK never stop thinking of better ways of doing things, even if they're small little features. What I've got is a couple of accessories from BLACKHAWK for the modern sporting rifles you all own and are buying out there. First of all is the offset fire control, offset safety. It's on safe. Now, with the offset, I don't have to release or change my grip to put it on fire or to put it back on safe. A little faster maneuver for an operator or for a sports shooter for that matter. Secondly, we'll always promote the thumb forward grip, whether it's on your 1911 or on your modern sporting rifle. Here is a thumb rest to promote the proper grip. Get your thumb on it, get it out in front, you'll shoot better. Either one of these from BLACKHAWK, $19.95.
New from the Bushnell Elite Tactical line, a 1 to 8.5 variable power first focal plane scope built on a 34mm tube. It's 0.2 mil adjustments from the low profile locking turrets, and special attention has been paid to the illuminated reticle because with a true 1 power scope, it can be difficult to get a sharp point of aim when you're all the way out at 1 power. Well, Bushnell's done it in this scope. This is geared towards the guy running the 308 powered gas gun or the guy with the 5.56 carbine that wants to reach out just a little bit further. That 8.5 power is going to help you do it. Priced at a fraction of what you would expect from a scope of this magnitude, and covered by the 1-year, no questions asked, money-back guarantee, and a lifetime warranty.
All right, after 7 years, I've given up. There is no way I'm missing SHOT Show to go duck hunting. So this year, I thought I'd put some duck hunting resources into getting ready for SHOT Show with the ITHACA Model 37 Waterfowler. I've used this gun exclusively this duck season, and I have dropped plenty of birds with it. I really like the short action, easy to make the pump. I've been using a 12 gauge. This one's in 20 and a great camouflage pattern. It's from True Timber and it's a reed pattern, but it's really versatile. It looks great in the flooded timber. Now, if you don't believe me, if you don't think I'm dropping ducks with this, call the boys at the Sure Shot Duck Club, see who's killing more birds. This guy and his ITHACA pump, or those guys with their fancy $1,500 semi-autos. 800 bucks take you all the way on the ITHACA Model 37.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great one, Rob Latham. You, above all people, deserve the 20th year challenge coin. You were in the first shows of American Shooter.
20 years.
20 years.
I cannot
We're both
believe
20 years older.
It's been that long.
All right, and also, you were the first series of pro tips ever taught in the series. It was actually an American Shooter.
Right,
You
right. Yep, I remember.
And Safariland is talking about bringing you back to teach again. The question is, can you teach an old man?
Have you practiced since then?
Well, no.
Well, then yes, of course we can fix any problem.
You can fix it.
Fix any problem.
The great one. It could happen. You may see it.
We'll be right back with more from the SHOT Show after this.
Every day, the Smith & Wesson military and police line of firearms is tested, proven, and selected. The M&P is engineered and specifically designed to meet the requirements of professionals worldwide. Unmatched craftsmanship and reliability for defense, protection, and when life is on the line. The M&P, advanced design, advanced performance.
Shooting USA is brought to you by the M&P by Smith & Wesson, advanced by design. By BLACKHAWK, honor as a way of life. By ITHACA Gun Company, an American tradition. Where is your gun made? By BERGARA, our barrels make the difference. And by BUSHNELL, performance optics.
Guys, a couple new 1911s from the Smith & Wesson Performance Center I want to show you. First is the full size. This is for the competitive shooter with a hand-fitted bushing. You can see how they put the cuts to the slide. That's always a great look. They've got an extra large extractor to help with feeding. 30 lines of checkering in the front. That's pretty high for a factory gun, so it's really going to help with the grip. And these grips are G10. Remember that. You're going to hear that throughout this SHOT Show. This is going to be great for a CDP shooter and IDPA. Julie's set up for bullseye. She'll perform a lot better with it than I could. That's the full size and 45 ACP. Now the carry version, also chambering 45 ACP, is the bobtail. This has the same specifications, built to the same standard as the full size, just for your carry gun. Both of these about $13.50 this summer.
Well, I've been telling you about the Uncle Mike's Reflex holster for over a year now. It's the only retention holster that does not employ any buttons or levers to retrieve your firearm. Just the gross motor skill of naturally gripping your pistol to get it out of the holster. Well, they continue to expand the offering to cover the most popular manufacturers and the newest models, including the Smith & Wesson Shield. Big news this year, a left-handed model. So now you southpaws can be covered by the fastest retention holster in the business.
I suppose you figured out I get a lot of email. People want to know what pistol they should buy for home defense, maybe what revolver they should buy. The answer always comes back the same. You should be talking to MOSSBERG. This is the year they're introducing 5 new 20-gauge pump guns. This, in my opinion, is the right choice for home defense, because there's nobody in the middle of the night who doesn't understand that sound as you chamber one round. These are all 20 gauge. This is the MAVERICK model with a shorter stock. Yeah, intended for kids to do some initial clay shooting, but maybe the lady of the house is the right fit for this. Jim suggests 20 gauge pump guns for home defense from MOSSBERG.
There is no doubt about it. There are more new gun owners in this country right now than there have ever been, which raises a question for you newbies and for you responsible gun owners out there. How do we transport our firearms without drawing any attention? The answer? BLACKHAWK diversion. Let me show you this. This looks just like a case that you would carry a tennis racket in. Somebody sees you with this, guy's been at the gym, been at the Y, had a game with his buddies, but it's designed for any short-barreled modern sporting rifle. In this line, they've got range bags, gym bags, duffel bags, small slings, and my personal favorite are the backpacks with a couple different ways to retrieve your firearm if needed. Look for BLACKHAWK diversion bags this summer.
You may or may not know this. Les BAER loves cars. Well, here's one of his prized possessions. It's a 1970 HEMI big block. He's got it tubbed out, full-blown race car, HEMI 572. He loves this car so much, he built a gun in honor of it. This is the Les BAER HEMI 572 single stack 1911. Hard chrome finish, DuPont S coating on all of the controls, including the barrel, gives you that racy two-tone look. Zytel grips with a really aggressive checkering. Think of this as the racing single stack Les BAER. Quality, fit, and finish on this level is never going to be cheap, but Les delivers for a little less than $2,400.
The big excitement this afternoon during the SHOT Show is at the Crimson Trace booth, where on the big screen they're going to debut their newest training video. You'll remember about 4 years ago they began giving away DVDs that would train you in how to use a laser with their various products. Well, they get new products, and they have a new DVD that is now available free of charge for the asking. You'll find a link on our website. This time Michael Bain, Julie Golub, Todd Jarrett, our teachers, among others, train you in the state-of-the-art use of lasers for self-defense. The news from Crimson Trace.
At last year's SHOT Show, Thompson Center possibly stole the show with the launch of the Dimension rifle. This is the bolt gun where the parts can be interchanged and turn it into a different caliber. Swap out the barrel, the bolt, and the box magazine. Go from a .223 to a .308 or a .300 Win Mag. A lot of calibers available in this. Only in black synthetic. Then they've added camo patterns to the line. This one in Advantage Max 1. There is Advantage Breakup also available, but the real big news for TC, NRA American Hunter Rifle of the Year for 2013 says a lot about the Dimension.
Coming next, more from the SHOT Show.
It transcends darkness, defies the elements. It's an engineering triumph and a nightmare for big game everywhere. The new Elite by Bushnell, with new technology that means an even brighter image when it matters most and lights out for you-know-who. Elite by Bushnell.
Not done in Vegas yet. More from the SHOT Show right now.
This time I'm at the Bushnell booth, and in a way I'm kind of working with John here. Bushnell has a new line of scopes of all different configurations for the modern sporting rifle. They're calling it the AR Optics line. We've got a mini red dot in here. We've got in this line an ultra mini. We've got higher power scopes. We've got bases that are set up for that AR you bought without any sights. This is the one that knocks me out. This is a 1 to 4 power quick zoom. 3 gunners, pay close attention. The bullet drop reticle is accurate at any zoom. The magic here is from Bushnell, they're coming to equip your modern sporting rifle at a price range between $99 to the top of the line is $299. Pay attention, John will be out there drawing your attention to them.
So you bought your first modern sporting rifle, and now you're wondering, what am I going to do with it? Well, it's time to go hunting, and here's some help from Federal Ammunition. Now, a Fusion round in .223 built for the AR platform. That's right, a Fusion bullet. What does that give you? It gives you double the diameter of the bullet in expansion. This is going to be devastating on coyotes. And oh, by the way, you whitetail hunters, they also have this in a .308. Maybe time to consider a semi-auto platform when you're up in the tree.
I'm very excited to show you this. This represents the M&P rifle line coming full circle. This is the M&P 10. So now you have the M&P 1522 for you rimfire enthusiasts, the very popular M&P 15 platform in .223, 5.56, and also in .300 Whisper, .300 Blackout. That's been available for a year. And then the M&P 10. in full power, .308 caliber, good for any North American game. But there are a few things that set this apart from the other full-bore modern sporting rifles. First and foremost, ambidextrous controls. You've got your safety, your bolt catch, and your mag release on both sides. But I want you to notice that these are not add-on parts. These are actually machined into the receiver, and that's forward thinking in the M&P rifle line.
There's little question, you know, that BLACKHAWK has made a tremendous success out of introducing retention holsters for police officers, for concealed carry. They did it with the Serpa holster, which is still out there dominating the market. But now, some new retention ideas. First of all, for operators or police officers on the street, duty gear, this is the EPOCH Level 3 retention holster that is specific to a gun, but will take any light or laser rail mounted on the market. The EPOCH Level 3 is coming soon. And then a different form of retention for concealed carry. This one is a different kind of brake. It's not a Serpa. There's a release for your thumb on the inside, concealed from anybody else. Concealed carry choice in leather or in nylon. Quite inexpensive, important to retain the gun.
45 years ago, Guy Hogue cut his first wood grip and created the Hogue Company. Skip ahead to today, 2013 SHOT Show, and the Hogue grandsons, they're making Granddad proud with a new line of grips now in G10 G-MASCUS material. This is the same material they make their high-end, high-durability knives with. Now they're putting it in the grips. A huge benefit here, this material is oil resistant. That means it's not going to wear like a wood grip would from the cleaning, the grind, and the wear and tear. It's going to last a lot longer. This one's on a Smith & Wesson revolver, but check out the wall. We've got them for SIGs, for 1911s, even the modern sporting rifle in all the different colors. So whatever you shoot, however you shoot it, outfit it from Hogue.
News from Midland Radio, new pricing on the XTC wearable action cameras, the 300 and the 350. Both deliver full 1080p resolution. These cameras are being used extensively on Shooting USA and Impossible Shots to bring you those angles that you otherwise wouldn't see. If it's good enough for our airwaves, you know it's good enough to capture whatever action you're into. In the 300, you get several different mounts, a waterproof case. In the 350, all those same mounts, the case, plus a bow mount and a tree mount. $199 on the 300, $219 on the 350.
As you might imagine, the NRA booth at this year's SHOT Show has been plenty busy, but we have been without President David Keene, who has been out on mainstream media doing an excellent job of defending the second. More from the SHOT Show coming up after this. Out of all you'll spend on shooting this year, this is the most important, a membership in the NRA. Join at shootingusa.com and I'll pay $10 for you. It's that important.
I'm Todd Jarrett, world champion. I choose BLACKHAWK.
I'm Officer Jason Smith, and I choose BLACKHAWK. I'm Turbo, United States Navy SEAL, and I choose BLACKHAWK. I'm Officer Steve Decker, and I choose BLACKHAWK.
Those of you with some time in the Corps can see this rifle sitting on a beach. It looks for all the world like the M40 Marine Sniper Rifle, built under the supervision of Master Sergeant Dan Hannes in the Precision Weapons Section at Quantico. That's a story we're going to show you in a while. Actually, this isn't. This was built under the supervision of retired Master Sergeant Dan Hannes in the BERGARA Custom Rifle Shop. The only difference, well, there are two actually. This one has a high accuracy BERGARA barrel. And the second difference, you can buy this one from the BERGARA Custom Shop.
The Model 41 has been a popular offering in the Smith & Wesson lineup for over 50 years. And here recently, this semi-auto rim-fire pistol has become the go-to platform for those wanting to race in Steel Challenge. Well, anytime you're going to go racing with guns, that means aftermarket add-ons from gunsmiths. Well, the Performance Center's paying attention to that, and this year they're offering a new barrel system with a Picatinny rail, and this is going to allow you to mount your red dot optic, and they've invented a removable front and rear sight system, so you have the option of removing your front sight and going strictly red dot, or leave it in place and co-witness. The Performance Center Model 41, just over $1,500.
Guys, we've shown you a number of Walthers at all the SHOT Shows over the years, and here's a brand new one for this year. This is the PPX. It's a full size, available in 9 or 40. This is a polymer version. They also have a stainless steel version, and there's a couple features I really noticed about this right away. First off, the grip. Little serrations along here, really easy to get my hand on it, and ergonomically designed. You get a real nice feel when it's in your hand. And check out the size of this trigger guard. So you cops out there, law enforcement guys wearing gloves, plenty of room to get your finger in there. It is a double action 6-pound trigger, and man, let me tell you, that is a very smooth action. But the big hook here is the price. A Walther PPX less than $500.
I think we all know the big action in handguns is personal defense, concealed carry, and you will have to put high-performance ammo in it. This is virtually the highest performance you can come by. It is from Federal. It is called Federal Premium HST. Take a look before, during, and after for a 180 grain 40 S&W round. This is extraordinary performance in gelatin or in the threat. So practice with American Eagle 180 grain if that's your choice handgun. This is the box you're going to look for when it's time to load your carry gun. Federal HST, expensive, about $1.57 a round in a box of 20, but worth it.
ITHACA Gun Company's continuing to expand their offerings in the 1911 market, bringing a fully enhanced model this year. That's ambidextrous safeties, skeletonized hammer and trigger, all the fit and finish you've come to expect from the machinists at ITHACA, including G10 G-MASCUS slap sides from HOGUE with an aggressive texturing. 25 line per inch checkering on the front strap means you're going to have control of this pistol in all conditions, but you're not going to tear your hands up. ITHACA thinking about the end user for right at $1,900.
I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, I'm just like you guys. Get the food plots out, get ready for deer season, and if I've got a bear tree out there, I'm putting one of these on it. This is the new one from Bushnell, Trophy Cam HD Max. What does the Max get you? Let me show you. Check out the screen. Hybrid capture mode. This is going to give you a still and video at the same time. That's incredible. And something they call freeze frame shutter. This is what gets you these unbelievable photos at night. Look at that thing. Are you kidding me? I'm ready to go out into the woods now. And Hyper PRI. This is really impressive. See this dark strip here? That's a leading competitor's range on their camera. All this orange, that's what Bushnell gives you. So if the big buck's out here around 60 feet, this one's gonna show you the photo, get you ready for deer season. Some of these videos are just incredible. Say hi to Michael Waddell, everybody. That's not what I'm gonna show you. Check out the bucks duking it out. Are you ready for deer season? I'm ready for deer season. Bushnell HD Trophy Cams.
No question, you know, HOGUE are the masters of grips for possibly every handgun that may ever have been made. You can buy one. What you may not know is that by being the masters of polymer forming, they have a line of retention holsters out, completely different design that is a thumb brake release on the back side. This is their sport model with a cutaway in front, ideal for drop leg positioning and 3-gun competition because you're not going to lose your gun in all that action on the stage. This is more the concealed carry model. For me, that's pretty fast, but you know we recommend a retained holster when you're carrying concealed. New stuff from the Hogue brothers. Check it out.
Hi everybody, I'm Michael Waddell and you're watching Shooting USA's SHOT Show Special. This is where the real action begins, right here.
Shooting USA is brought to you by MOSSBERG Custom 1911s, hand-fitted to perfection because you'll accept no less. By the Reflex holster from Uncle Mike's. Nothing is as swift and natural as a reflex. By BERGARA, our barrels make the difference. And by the M&P by Smith & Wesson, advanced by design.
Well, here's something exciting for you fans of the modern sporting rifle who want more trigger time, but you need to control the cost of your ammo. It's a complete upper receiver from CROSMAN that drops right onto your lower so you can take your dry fire to the next level. It uses .177 caliber pellets, high pressure air for the propellant. They built it with all of the technology and accuracy that they're famous for to make it competitive in 10-meter high power pellet rifle competition. Built 100% in the USA, take your dry fire to the next level with CROSMAN for about $600.
Sometimes you're walking the SHOT Show floor and you see things that are just cool. Here's an example of that. I'm at MOJO Outdoors and this is the Shake and Jake. Check this thing out. Look at all this motion, turning around in a circle, the fan going up and down, and the thing that really jumped out to me when I'm standing here, it's perfectly quiet. I don't hear anything at all. It's a calling card of MOJO and their mechanical decoys. This thing's about $150. It's legal in most states. I live in the great state of Tennessee. Odds are I'll be packing it through the woods with me, giving it a shot this spring. 4 AA batteries to run, and this thing ran all day yesterday on the same 4 AA batteries. It's gonna get you through your hunt, and one little thing that's a nice feature when you shut it off, it's got a little pop-up handle to help you get through the woods. The Shake and Jake from MOJO Outdoors.
We've been telling you about MOSSBERG's quality and accuracy. This is the monolith chambered in 308. The guarantee is it will shoot 1/2 MOA, 1/2 inch at 100 yards. We just got back from testing that guarantee. That's not how it shot. With less on the gun, this one shot a single hole at 100 yards. You'll see that in a show coming up. Just the extraordinary accuracy from MOSSBERG Custom, in this case, rifles.
G2 Gemini is the name in the dye sublimation apparel business, and they're continuing to expand their line of outerwear and also refining all of their designs within the jersey business. And we're continuing our relationship. G2 Gemini will offer more Shooting USA branded apparel, including this zipper front pullover. And get this, later this year, Impossible Shots branded merchandise from G2 Gemini.
At the 2012 SHOT Show last year, Ruger made a lot of headlines when they introduced the American bolt-action rifle. People really like the features on this. Very short action on the bolt, easy to manipulate, and the trigger is adjustable, always popular for the bolt-action rifle shooter. This year, they're adding to the American line. This is the compact, only an 18-inch barrel and a very short length of pull. So think of this as a great way to start your kid, a great way to get your wife out shooting, but I don't want you to rule it out as a truck gun if you're out on the ranch. Coyotes are out there, they're a problem. Easy, accessible rifle to get to when you need it.
Pretty sure you know STI for the race guns, the high-capacity guns that you see being used all the time in IPSC competition on our shows. But they also do a lot of business in tactical and duty guns. Last year, the high-capacity tactical guns in 3, 4, and 5-inch. This year, the news is a single-stack version of the tactical with the rail under the dust cover, 3, 4, and 5-inch. But this is the one I particularly like. This is the Duty 3.0. It's available in 9mm, 40 S&W, or show them a big hole, 45. Now, generally 3-inch guns are hard to hang on to and hard to shoot, but the recoil reduction system that STI uses in their op rod makes this absolutely comfortable. I can't wait to try it out. The Duty 3.0, about $1,300 suggested retail.
Let me share a piece of personal information with you. One of my choices for carry when I'm wearing heavy garments is a Glock Model 30. 10+1 capacity and 45 ACP. Full power carry pistol. But that's a lot of gun, and you notice I said heavy garments. Well, Glock's addressed that, and they've created what they're calling the 30S. Still with the 10+1 capacity because they're using the Model 30 frame, but they've slimmed it down by using the Model 36 slide, so it's more concealable. MSRP of $595 from Glock.
When we come back, Gemini and this guy will have more from the SHOT Show floor.
Smith & Wesson presents the M&P line, engineered and specifically designed to meet the requirements of military and law enforcement worldwide. The M&P pistol and tactical rifle are tested, proven, and selected for duty carry, and are fast becoming the standard in design, performance, and reliability. The trusted choice of thousands of law enforcement professionals, the M&P series delivers unmatched durability and toughness for defense, protection, and when life is on the line. The M&P, advanced design, advanced performance.
When I think MOSSBERG, I think shotgun, and when I think shotgun, I'm thinking multi-gun. Well, so are they. With the help of Jerry MICULEK, the JM Pro Series, this is a 10-round capacity with a choke follower for reliability. All of the trigger internals are chrome-plated for smooth action. You've got an oversized charge handle, an oversized bolt release, an oversized slider safety. The loading port has been beveled. Everything you need to get ready to go multi-gunning, right out of the box, $730 bucks.
All right, guys, what's a common problem we all have? We can't find a watch tough enough to keep up with our lifestyles, unless we want to drop a ton of coin. Well, not anymore. New Operators watches from BLACKHAWK. I happen to have the Race Operators watch on right now with the chronograph. The line starts with the Field Operator. Move up, the Advanced Operator. Then the Race Operator, the one that I'm wearing, and finally, the Deep Sea Operator. That's right, the watch for you guys who like to go down into the depths. What's the point of a BLACKHAWK line of watches? To finally give us a tough, rugged watch with great mechanics for an affordable price. You get into the Field Operator at $160, Deep Sea Operator, $300. BLACKHAWK watches, stylish yet functional.
Here's a name you need to know, Delton out of North Carolina, and this is the reason why the booth is full behind me. They're introducing their new Evolution rifle with a number of features right out of the box. Full floated handguard, 16-inch mid-length barrel, chrome lined, MAGPUL grip, backup sights for your optic. Comes exactly like this for $1,300. Ready to race. The punchline, it's very lightweight, just 6.5 pounds from Delton.
ESP, Electronic Shooters Protection, the only name in ear protection that I trust. And for the last 5 years, I've enjoyed my pair of Elite Digital. But on a recent shoot, I managed to lose one. So Jack Homa's here making me a new set of impressions for the Stealth, state-of-the-art electronic hearing protection.
Last year, I took Smith & Wesson pro shooter Julie Golub on her first duck hunt, and I learned a valuable lesson. Getting women in the right equipment. Julie uses everything when she hunts from PROIS, and this is their new line called the Elevation System. It's a layer system for women. You've got a shirt, a vest, the neck gaiter, beanie, and the pants. Why is this built for a woman? Here's some specific examples. Women lose heat out of their back much faster than men. So in the back of this shirt, there's slots. Drop some hand warmers down there. And in the pants, they're designed for a woman's hips and her low center of gravity, much more comfortable walking through the woods. So guys, get your wife out of that 10-year-old parka of yours and get her in some real hunting equipment.
Anybody who's familiar with sporting rifle competition knows the name MAGPUL. They're famous for reliability. Well, they're also pretty famous for coming up with some pretty cool custom vehicles. This year, it's a Volkswagen bus with a minigun. It's pretty outrageous. Well, if you're familiar with my competition rifle, you know it only runs on P-MAGs. And now you guys, with the big bore modern sporting rifles, you can have that same benefit. If you've got the SR25 magazine pattern, MAGPUL's got a P-MAG for you. 10, 20, and 25 round capacities.
How about something new? And when I say new, I mean the only one of its kind in this entire building. This is the B.MAG from Savage. Just a bolt gun, but what makes it so new is the cartridge. 17 Win Super Mag, a brand new round coming out of Winchester this year. This is a spinoff of the 17 Hornet. The difference is the Win Mag is a rim fire round, not a center fire cartridge, so that's going to bring the cost down to you, the end user. Ballistically, this thing is incredibly performing. See the red line? That's 3,000 feet per second, so super fast round. Let's put this into perspective. You as a prairie dog hunter, you're out there in the west, you've got distances, you got a small animal moving up and down, and you've got a lot of wind. Using this round out of this rifle with that kind of velocity, that's really gonna help you out. Look for the B.MAG later this summer for about $350.
I think by now you know my preference in home defense guns. I prefer a pump action shotgun. It's that sound that gets the point across that you're quite serious and ready to defend. This is ITHACA's version with a side folder stock. I actually have one of these in the umbrella stand right beside my front door. Is that paranoid? No. That's just good choices in home defense.
More from SHOT Show after this.
This is custom gun making, hand fitting, slide to frame, hand cutting the mag well, blending the surfaces of the slide, the frame, and the beaver tail. At every step, a LESBER Custom 1911 is hand fitted to tolerances no CNC machine can match for match grade accuracy. And a LESBER Custom 1911 is priced at 1/3 of what you'd pay any other gun maker. See all the 1911s and rifles at lesbear.com.
New from Legion Firearms, the LF10 Heavy. They call it heavy because it's in 308, but it's actually really light, and that's the name of the game with Legion. They brought over their hexagon fluting for the barrel to save weight, and everything about this rifle is custom configurable by the end user. If you can think it up, Legion will build it.
All right, duck hunters, let's have a serious conversation. You know as well as I do that when it's time to buy a new duck gun, there's some hard questions you gotta ask. We're gonna ask them right now about the new Beretta A400 Extreme for waterfowlers. Question 1, what's my gun gonna do when it's cold? Doesn't get much colder than this. It's laying in dry ice. They frozen one to show you that when you walk up, everything still operates. You're not gonna freeze this one out. Second question, what if it gets wet, rain, I fall in one day, or I just quite simply ran out of gas in the boat motor and I had to paddle myself home? This one's been sitting quite literally in a simulated rain all week. Aqua technology has sealed it. It's never gonna rust. The gun's gonna outlast you. And finally, what am I gonna do with a 3.5-inch shell? I don't wanna take all that recoil. They call this Kick-Off Mega. You can see it working right here. I don't have to explain that to you. Now internally, they have Kick-Off Cube technology. The two combine to reduce the recoil by 70%. That's quite simply amazing. The Beretta A400 Extreme for waterfowlers, $1,800.
You know, CCI has always been the leader in developing new solutions in rimfire rounds. We showed you their segmented hollow points several years ago, then on impact hollow points that break into 3 components, devastating on varmints. Well, this is almost unbelievable. In fact, they use the word amazing on the box. These are the Quiet 22 segmented hollow points, 710 feet per second, and the perceived sound of the gunshot is 75% less than a standard 22. So this is the development if you have a rodent problem in the city where you don't want anybody to hear the shot. This is so quiet, they say you do not need hearing protection. The latest from CCI.
You may already know that Daniel Horner and Tyler Payne won the 2012 International Sniper Comp. What you probably don't know is that they used a Sierra 7 bipod to do it. And what you probably also don't know is that Daniel Horner helped design this thing. This is the epitome of over-engineering, even going as far as to employ needle bearings in the pan. The Sierra 7 bipod, only $320.
A lot of the major modern sporting rifle manufacturers have two versions, the 223, but they also have a 22 long rifle, and those have been widely popular for plinking guns. Here's a new spin on that, a historical spin. Citadel, imported by Legacy Sports, 22 long rifle, M1 carbines. Very cool, a great idea. The one that I really like, this one with the wood stock, is a 9mm. Yeah, imagine that, a pistol caliber and a carbine. What a great idea. These aren't as expensive as you might think. 22 long rifle with the synthetic stock, $300, and just a little bit more for the 9mm.
Here's another reminder that air guns have become capable hunting guns. This is from Umarex, a single-shot break-action air gun, chambered in .177 caliber pellets. It shoots at 1,250 feet per second. That's the speed of a 22. You'll notice it's got a Ruger brand on it. They license that brand in the marketplace. This is the choice for pests or varmints, or obviously target shooting in your backyard where you don't want people to know about it because of their 5-chamber silence air. Get it? Silence air, that's what they call it. Very quiet, very fast, comes with the scope included at a suggested retail of $220.
So now you're probably thinking, why is John showing us dog bowls? Well, it's an important fact to keep in mind. If you don't hydrate, you will die, and the same goes for your dog. So you sportsmen, listen up. PetSafe has the answer for clean, aerated drinking water for your pet. They employ a single-stage carbon filter that removes dog hair, dust, unused dog food. The one I really like is the new indoor-outdoor model, 3-gallon capacity. The last dog bowl you'll ever buy, right at $120.
Here comes more from the SHOT Show. Live action down here in Las Vegas. Yay! With the Turtle Man. Get you some. Here, Neil, do the banjo or something. There it is. Woo! At the SHOT Show. Live action. Woo! Get you some.
Out of all you'll spend on shooting this year, this is the most important, a membership in the NRA. Join at shootingusa.com and I'll pay $10 for you. It's that important. Shooting USA is brought to you by the M&P by Smith & Wesson, advanced by design. By HOGUE, the best value in handgun grips, long gun stocks, knives, holsters, and accessories. By ITHACA Gun Company, an American tradition. Where is your gun made? And by Rock Castle Shooting Center, America's ultimate shooting resort in the heartland of Kentucky.
This is the MOSSBERG MVP. This has been around a number of years. It stands for MOSSBERG Varmint Predator 223 bolt-action rifle. Take any magazine out of your modern sporting rifle and you're good to go. This has been around a number of years. This year, adding to the line. This is the Patrol and the Flex. The Patrol designed for cops, and they really seem to like it. A lot of positive feedback about the simple use of a short bolt-action rifle in the .223 caliber. Flash hiders are available, optics ready with a piece of Picatinny rail, and in the flex system, remember you can change parts with no tooling in the flex, so if you don't like this 6-position stock, just pop it off, get a traditional stock, clip it on, and you're good to go. The Patrol and the Flex are available this summer, $800 to $1,000, depending on the options you want.
New from Hogue, a modular line of sporting rifle foreends built out of texturized and skeletonized aluminum. 3 different lengths, so you can choose whatever length you want on the forend of your rifle. A couple of things I want you to see. On this longer length piece, they've got mounting points for Picatinny rail, and when you have a Picatinny rail in the top position here, it's engineered in such a way that it's perfectly level with the top rail of your flat top receiver. Add extension pieces, even extension pieces with overmolded, and you get better rifle control in all weather conditions, and it turns out a nice cushiony, grippy service when you go up against a barricade. Complementing this outfit is the new sporting rifle grip from Hogue, again in their overmolded material, but with this high beaver tail that gets you a better trigger feel. Hogue, outfitting your modern sporting rifle.
So you want to do a little shooting at home, maybe in your basement, set up a range, then you need the bullet bunker. This model, called the Freedom, will stop anything up to a 600 Nitro Express. Incredible, it's shredded used conveyor belt inside armor-plated steel. This one is the Freedom model because this particular one has been donated to the Friends of the NRA to raffle off at the NRA annual meeting in Houston. The bullet bunker. Set your own range up.
Trending at this year's SHOT Show, modern sporting rifles, no doubt about it. Sales are through the roof, and that means accessories are through the roof, like holographic sights. So if you've made that kind of investment, remember, we're talking high-end holographics here, thousands of dollars. Spend another 20 bucks to protect it. Scope Coat is adding to their line of neoprene covers for the holographic sights. The sights that we're already seeing, EOTech, Trigicon, the big brands, they've already got the cuts pre-made, ready to go. Spend $20 and take care of your investment.
This piece of shotgun art is the newest thing from Beretta for the Clay Target Sport Shooter. This is the 692, and it's built around their Stellium Plus barrel system. Stellium is a proprietary metal blend developed exclusively by Beretta, and the Plus refers to the extended forcing cone. That's going to give you greater accuracy, less felt recoil, quicker follow-up shots, and all of that is going to add up to a higher success rate in whatever shotgun sport you play. It also employs the B-Fast custom stock weighting system, so you can adjust the weight and balance of the shotgun to your personal preference. Quality on this level is never going to be cheap, but you might be surprised to know that the 692 family starts around $4,800.
See the sign? Because there are no days off, and that's the mentality here at Final Approach, and that's why they've taken what's good and they've made it better. Look at their full-body Canada Goose decoy. They've changed the base system, now uses this bungee strap, a lot simpler and a lot easier to get the stake in, and they've upgraded the head locking system. You see how easy it is for me to take this on and off? And while doing that, they've actually made it more durable, so these heads are gonna last a lot longer. And one more that is brand new to this season. Looks like a full-body snow goose decoy, correct? Until you sandwich it down like that. The idea is roll them up, pack them in your bag, and you can get dozens of these out in the field. This is a way to replace the windsock system. As you can see, it easily folds back out into a full-body decoy. Look for these new this summer.
Well, gentlemen, good job, but they're about to close this place down, and we're about finished with our hour. But we will keep you posted on all the new products this year on Shooting USA. And for us, let's get a plane.
That's right. We're out of here.